This was a headline on Sky News. YouTube prankster who cemented his head in a microwave says he should be fined for the firefighter rescue. The 22-year-old says he's traumatised, but YouTube viewers urge him to apologise and refund West Midlands Fire Service. So there's a nice photograph of the back of a microwave, and I guess the gubbins inside.
But the headline implies that he said he should be fined. So he thinks he should be fined himself. If so, it means that at least he learnt his lesson and he feels some remorse for it.
Oh yeah, I guess he is. I guess he is the ones that saying it because it cost the fire service 650 quid to free him.
How did he cement his where was his head and where was the cement? I mean, like, if he could still breathe, presumably.
So after 90 minutes of his friends trying to free him, they had to call an ambulance crew in Wolverhampton to get his head out. Paramedics were unable to help, so the West Midlands Fire Service were called, resulting in a rescue operation that tied up 5 firefighters for almost an hour. At the cost of 600. I believe that's this must be an old article. It must cost way more than that.
To be fair though, I mean, like a lot of how many? I always think now, if there are any firefighters listening or watching this part, right? Don't be offended, but I always think like, how many fires actually occur on a daily basis? There's the old joke, right? Like the one from The Departed at the beginning, where they said that they spend most of the time saving cats up trees, which I know is a stereotype. I know it's not true, but I mean. I suppose that comes under the remit. It's his fault because he shouldn't have done it, right? But I mean, it's part of.
That would have been a good day at work for them. Well, to be fair, like that's
they
why
probably loved it. They probably filmed it.
It's like medical people that work in like A&E, and you know, somebody will come in and be like, "Oh, I slipped," and there's a broom handle up my ass. When they didn't slip, did they? They didn't get stuck up your ass by slipping.
No, well, yeah, no. I once watched a thing on TV. I think it was on Channel 5. I think it was called like 100 Weird Things Found Inside the Human Body, and like 80% of that show was things in people's arseholes.
Go on, give us a list. We're changing this podcast. This podcast is now going to be like, the top 100 things found in people's assholes.
It started out like quite interestingly with things like, you know, like parasites that people had got. Something had laid an egg in their ear and that kind of thing. But then the back end of the show, probably after the watershed, 9 p.m. watershed occurred, it was mostly... And somebody had poured concrete, in similarity to that, they'd poured concrete into their arse, which naturally became very painful for them. And I think it was life-threatening naturally because it started to set up their arse. I don't know why they did it, but they thought it'd be fun. I think maybe they were trying to get a cast of the inside of their rectum, but they used concrete rather than say something that's not going to solidify and just destroy your entire lower body. So that was one of them. I can't remember what else was in there. Some weird, like somebody had got like a leg. They've got like a Lego, some kind of reasonably small
Lego.
There was some like reasonably small Lego figure, right? But the interesting part about it was that it transpired it had been up there for like, I don't know, 6 weeks or something. And like they'd start to feel sore, and they'd been putting Lego in their butt, but they'd not counted the pieces of Lego, and they'd left one man behind in the anal cavity, and it caused some kind of fistula or something terrible. But I just think like why I'm fortunately I don't like the idea of anything in my butt. So
and you watched that, but you won't watch Jackass. That seems strange.
Well, no, I don't think I actively watched this. It was just on TV, and
I'm pretty sure in the first Jackass, Ryan Dunn put a Hot Wheels car in a condom, shoved it up his ass. Oh, and it might have been Bam Margera, and then went and got an X-ray.
Look how he knows all the characters, man.
And then they did an X-ray, and you could see the car up his ass. Shall I try to find a picture?
No, that sounds like elite.
No, I think you want to see it. Let me see if.
I totally believe you. I mean, I saw similar things on this show that I watched. It's just I didn't get excited about it.
I'm pretty sure on the Lego thing.
Yeah.
Have you watched In Between Us?
Yeah.
Neil from In Between Us does say on that like he stuffs Lego up his bum.
Yeah. In Between Us was great, wasn't it?
Yeah. Look, Ryan Dunn there. Look, there's a little Hot Wheels car up his.
That doesn't look so little. That's like the size of his. I mean, half the size of his hip bowl. That's a large car, man. Like, why? And he did that for.
I think it's a Nissan Figaro.
Figaro.
You
could probably fit a real one of those up your ass. That's small.